Hi everyone, my name is Cindy and today I will be taking you through our online application. The first thing you'll need to do is follow the instructions to set up your NetName, which is your Concordia username. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and get started on the application. First step, what kind of degree do you want to apply for? If you're coming from Cegep, you're likely interested in an undergraduate bachelor's degree. Next, you'll tell us a little bit more about your academic background, so pick the statement that best describes your academic situation. We only show you the next available term, so go ahead and click Next. Time to fill in your information. This part is pretty standard, but I would like to draw your attention to one part, which is the Code Permanent. You'll need to have this on hand. You can find it on your high school report card or on your Cegep transcripts. This will allow us to retrieve your transcripts electronically so that you don't have to send them in to us. Once you've filled out the rest of the page, go ahead and click Next. Now onto the best part, it's time to select your program choices. You can select up to 3 programs, and we recommend that you use all 3 in order to give you the best chances of being admitted. Your first choice should be your most preferred program. Keep in mind that if you're accepted to your first choice, we'll go ahead and cancel your second and third choice. We will only proceed to your next choice if you are refused to your previous choice. So once again, make sure to put your choices in order of preference. Here are some helpful tips. You can free type, so recommend using the drop-down to help select your programs. If you're not sure, you can also use our search by subject option. You'll also notice that you can only select one business program. All business programs have the same requirements, so there's really no point in selecting more than one. Some programs offer a paid internship program called co-op. For those programs, a checkbox like this one will appear below the program. Be sure to select this box if you wish to be considered for co-op. Once you've made your choices, you can go ahead and click Next. This section is entirely optional. We're mainly interested in your academic background, so if there are any gaps in your education, like if you graduated early or you took a gap year, then let us know what you've been doing since graduation. Otherwise, go ahead and leave this space blank. This is where you'll tell us about the schools that you've attended. Using the Select School button, you'll be able to use a keyword search. We recommend keeping keyword search pretty simple, so you want to say something like Dawson and not Dawson College. Once you find your school, you can go ahead and select it, and it will be added to your application. If for some reason you couldn't find your school, you can go ahead and select I could not find my specific school at the bottom, and you'll be prompted to fill in some details about your school. This section, you'll need to fill in your attendance dates. Don't use the free type option, instead use the calendar. We're mostly concerned with the month and the year when you started school. Don't worry too much about the actual day. You'll want to do the same for the to date, which is your expected graduation date. Don't forget to tell us what kind of deck that you'll be completing, and then you can go ahead and click on Next Step. Next, you'll be asked to upload some documents. If you're a Cegep student and you've provided us with your Code Permanent, there's no need to upload your transcripts since we'll be able to get them electronically. However, depending on your program choice, you may have some additional documents to add, so be sure to check your program page. When you're uploading documents, it's important to pay attention to the file name. Make sure to not have any symbols, letters and numbers only. You'll also notice that there are a lot of categories, but don't worry about this. Only submit the documents that are required for your program. If you don't have all your documents ready, you can still submit your application and upload your missing documents afterwards. Once you're done adding your documents, or if you'd like to add your documents later, go ahead and click on Next Step. Release of information is allowing someone else to access your application. So for instance, if you'd like, you could put in a parent, a guardian, or a school counselor. You can also leave this blank if you'd like. Your application is almost complete. The last step is agreeing to the terms and conditions and paying for your application fee. Make sure to disable your browser's pop-up blocker. Once you hit submit, the payment page will appear on your screen. The payment confirmation page will look something like this, and you'll want to double check that the transaction actually went through. We recommend also taking a screenshot of this as we won't be able to print a receipt for you. Once you've confirmed that your payment went through, then you're done. We made it to the end of the application. Easy, right? After submitting your application, here's what to expect next. You'll receive an email confirmation generally within 24 hours. This confirms that your application was submitted. With this email comes your Concordia student ID number. Make sure to save that number and include it in all email communications with the university. On the rest of this webpage, you can find a lot of useful information, including how to check your application status online. If you've got any other questions, you can submit it to us at the bottom of the page and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. That wraps it up. Good luck on your application, and we hope to see you on campus soon.